Sometimes the greatest journeys begin with no roadmap, but just with a simple heart yearning for peace. Well, that is exactly how I found myself living alone in this village. And 1 year later, this is my story, Machigni. Hello, my darlings. How have y'all been? Oh my goodness, it's been so long, and how I've missed y'all. Hello. A year ago, if you'd have told me that I would be living here in this village alone, my goodness, I would have laughed. But life just has a way of surprising us, and so 1 year later, here I am. My relocation to the countryside was never premeditated. Oh my, I was born and raised in the city. And at no point did I ever see myself moving to the village. But life has its ways, and I'd love to believe that it was indeed God's plans. Before I moved here slightly over a year ago, I begged God for stability. And I'd love to believe that this place has given me just that. I have found so much peace, calmness, and a sense of fulfillment over the time that I have been living here. To be honest, as much as I was happy to have found a more permanent place of work, the transition from city life to village life wasn't easy. The first day I came here to look for a house, I felt really overwhelmed, and there was a deep sense of sadness for having to have left the familiarity of the life I knew back in Nairobi to come and start again in a place that I didn't quite belong. And I'd constantly question if I'd ever belong, or better yet, if I'd ever feel at home. At that point, I knew that I wasn't going to stay here for too long, or rather, that's what I thought, that I would be here for a couple of months or so. But my cousin's wife laughed at that statement and she told me that it would change. Well, she was right, and right now I absolutely adore this place. As much as I know that my time here will eventually come to an end and that I'll need to move again for work or for whatever reason there is, I am so glad that I gave this life here a chance. let me tell you about my first day here and basically my first day at work. I remember that day I arrived earlier than anybody else before the doors were even opened. And it was during the rainy season. It was raining heavily and it was muddy everywhere. And honestly, I was not used to that weather at all. So it wasn't really a good welcome for me, or rather, that's how I felt during that time. When I walked into the building, I immediately forgot that I was in the village. Oh my goodness, the place was so beautiful. The infrastructure, the construction was so modernized. We emphasize on being a place of refuge for those suffering in body and soul. And little did I know that it was also going to be my place of refuge. No sooner had I remembered that I was still in the village than I was offered sweet potatoes with tea. Rabon Gicha is strungi. It's like I stayed hungry for the better part of that day. Ah, well, things have changed now, 1 year later, and sweet potatoes hate soon coming. And I always look forward to going to work to have some really nice porridge prepared by our lovely chores and Lego and Wangari. Well, after a week or so, I started feeling more comfortable, and village life felt so calming, like taking a breath of fresh air. From time to time, I would take my bike out and cycle to work, and God, I absolutely love the fresh air, how it will pass through my face and my hair. It was so soothing and so refreshing to my mind and my soul. And in the evenings, I enjoyed walking back home, to be honest, so that I could get to catch the beautiful sunsets. Ah, it's been wonderful. Ah, I think the maize is dried now, so we can go to the Orego Rego. This life has molded me in ways I never thought possible. It has shown me the kind of life that I would wish to have till my old days. And I do hope that it is in full alignment with everything that God has planned for me and more. To begin with, I discovered a passion I had for filming and storytelling, and with that, I have found a very, very supportive online community, you all. And with that, I am super, super grateful and I love it. You guys have literally grown with me from the time I moved here with my tiny mattress, a humble donation from my mom, to now when my home is more comfortable. It's nice. I have fully embraced a simple life and found joy in every aspect of it. I came to learn that you can make a beautiful life for yourself wherever you are and whichever way you want it to be. And that is a lesson that I will carry with me wherever I go. My stay here has really helped me to be more in tune with my culture and my language. And I can say that I have learned and grown so much. It has revived so many of my childhood memories and even the songs that we'd sing when we were kids. I remember my first days here. I would sometimes struggle to pronounce or say some Luo taps the way it's said on this other side, and my patients would laugh. But that is how we learn and we grow. I think the most beautiful part of living on this side of the country is the fact that I can get to see my grandmas and my mom in Kisumu as often as I wish to, and to me that is such a huge privilege. Lastly, I have gained stability in my career. It is filled with fulfillment and purpose, and I can say that is a good starting point. And all I can hope for is continuous growth. I got some maziwa mala from the market. I think it was like 2 days ago. Anyways, I have decided to go and eat down at the forest so that I can also answer a couple of Q&As that I got on Instagram. I think it's a good chance for people to get to know me better. Anyways, let's go. The countryside, as beautiful as it is, full of lush green lands and beautiful views, it is not always a bed of roses as it may seem. Well, this is not really in regard to me, but the people that I come across while living here. Yes, people do have lands to till and to grow their own food, but sometimes the mere lack of finances makes them to go through so much hardship, especially those who are living with one or the other chronic illnesses. And it's very saddening to see the situation escalate and people ending up losing their loved ones in the process. So I guess I can start with a quick snack and then answer the Q&As. My aguata, my veggies, and the mighty cake. Okay, guys, could you please watch over my food as I go wash my hands? Thank you. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Time me. Did I make it? I think so. You know, in my prime, I was a basketballer. Eh? Hey, nilikuwa natoka mbio. Good old days, good old days. Oh my god, it smells so good. Let me have a taste first. Oh my god, it's so good. And it's so smooth. Oh my god. I love maziwa mala. Oh my goodness. Mungu bariki hata wengine. Utaniua na baraka. Wee. So do you guys remember this song that they sing when we were kids? It was about Chak Maradila. So Chakadila is the first milk that is produced by a cow after giving birth. And so normally the one of the cow normally milk it and then keep it because the cow apparently is not supposed to drink the first milk. Yeah, so basically that's what Adila is. So apparently it's the most nutritious milk and the sweetest. I am yet to test it, so when I do, I'll give you the feedback. Anyway, so the song went something like Adila chak mi woro kima de gagwata na 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 Japeri ke na Adila. Oh, it was such a nice song. Oh my goodness, I am so selfish. Karibuni. Pauline Yaki, I forgot about your. Well, there's still some left. So it was very noisy on the other side. Nikana nije niketi huku. So I want to answer a couple of Q&As that I got from Instagram. First question: what's made you to relocate, and how would you describe the life there? Hmm. Well, the first one: what made me to relocate? Well, I moved here for work. It was during a very difficult time in my life, and when Nairobi had shown me Shege. Ah, my goodness. So I got the offer, a job offer to come to work here in the village, and I decided to give it a shot. Anyway, so I am a medic by profession. I'm a medical lab officer, and I used to work in Nairobi before I came here. Honestly, my relocation to this place was never premeditated. So when everything happened, I just decided to go with it. How would you describe your life there? Hmm. Ah, it's beautiful, it's calm, it's peaceful. You know, there's something so therapeutic about being surrounded by nature. And I absolutely adore the life that I've been able to have here. It has been so calm, so peaceful. I've gotten a chance to get to know myself better, if I can say that. I have found so much peace in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, to the point that I cannot believe that this is exactly what I was missing in my life. So, in 3 words, I can describe my life here as calm, peaceful, and beautiful. I love it. Would you ever go back to the city? If yes, why? If no, I understand. Hey! Would I ever go back to the city? Nairobi? No! I would never do such a thing. Anyway, so I would never really consider moving back to Nairobi. God, I do not want to be in a position where I have to go back to Nairobi. But city in general, I love Kisumu. I adore that place. It's such a calm and like a slow town. It's so peaceful. So it's the type of city that I won't mind living in. Yeah, I don't like the fast-paced kind of city. So that is a no for me. But if it's the calm, slow, lovely places like Kisumu, then yeah, I would. But all in all, wherever life decides to take me next, I do hope that it will be equally beautiful like this place. Next question. So how do you manage it, especially when you're missing your family back in Kisumu? Hey, in Kisumu, I will go home. Kisumu is literally like 2 hours or less drive from where I am, so it's so easy to get there. Yeah, whenever I want to go home, I can just pick my bags and go. It's that easy. You know this phrase, go hard or go home, it no longer applies to me because I will run home. Yeah, so the beautiful part of moving to this side of the country is the fact that I am so closer to my home, like Kisumu and where my grandmothers are. So I can get to see them from time to time. So it is a beautiful blessing. So, okay. Next question. Do you stay alone? If yes, are you scared? Well, I don't have a roommate, but I don't live alone in the compound. I have neighbors. Stella, I think you've seen her in some of my other videos. So it's just me and Stella in the family and my other neighbor. Hi, neighbor. Am I scared? Well, I remember the first time I got here. Oh my god, I was so scared to sleep in the house alone. Oh god, it was a very long night for me, and I slept on the ground. God, I didn't even have a much. I didn't have a blanket. Do you miss basketball? Yes, yes, I do. Every single day. Oh God, I miss basketball, especially my university basketball team. God, we literally grew up together. Oh God, I have such beautiful memories from the time we spent together, the games we went to, especially in Mombasa, Eldoret. They were so fun. I do miss my teammates a lot. So they cut me. Miss y'all, love y'all. Okay, so next, do you ever feel like you're missing out? Missing out? On what exactly? No, I don't think I'm missing out on anything. As a matter of fact, I think I have everything that I need here. Well, when I need a bit of, city thrill, Kisumu is like so close, so I can always go there, and I do prefer Kisumu to Nairobi. And there's literally a whole beautiful lake there, so whenever I feel like having a bit of fun, I can go and sit by the lake, listen to beautiful loud music, yeah, and just enjoy the beauty that comes with being at that house. Do you miss me? Yes, Susan, happiness, peace. I do miss you all a lot. Okay. Lastly, I love your content. Oh, merci beaucoup. Okay, my sister influenced me to watch that Korean movie. She literally insisted, and I did, and I loved it. So Yeah, thank you. And what inspires you? Hmm, I love this question. What inspires me? Yeah. Well, in line to filming, it's the fact that I have the ability to document these parts of my life and always have this digital footprint that I can always look back at. I only have the chance to live here now, and eventually I may not get to live here forever. Life happens and we move. So I wanted to bring it out in a more captivating and cinematic way that when you see it and watch it, you will feel like you're watching a movie or even a series about my life. What motivates me in life in general is the fact that every day is a gift and you can make a beautiful life for yourself, whichever way you want it, whichever place you live in, and God got you always. When one looks at the life that I have had here with naked eyes, one cannot truly say that I have gained far much riches. Heck, some people say that by moving here I was making the worst decision of my life. Where? But then when I look at it with a deeper sense and at the depths of my soul, I do believe that at this very point living here I have gained so much and I have come from so far. I do believe that God has so much more in store for me, but in order for me to get there, I had to pass by here first. And to me, that has been a great blessing. And so, my darlings, thank you so much for being a part of my journey again. And I do hope to see you again next time. Oriti Uru.